excited to be back with you from summer break. And for those of you who don't know us, I am Katie. I'm the director of evangelization here. I'm here just to love you guys. And I've had a lot of coffee today.
4 cups.
And this is Maggie.
Hey, I'm Maggie. I'm the director of catechesis. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited for you to meet
me.
David.
My name's David. I work at the parish as our high school youth minister.
And we're here to give you a weekly video that hopefully first makes you laugh because it makes us feel good about ourselves when you guys laugh at what we do. And second, we just want to walk with you in the faith and give you super practical ways to live Jesus. So, Maggie, what are we going to talk about today?
This week is all about routine. So everyone's going back to school, and there's going to be new routines compared to summer break. So I don't know if during summer you maybe sleep in a little bit longer. Or
Probably
they're not teenagers, so
probably
maybe you don't do that. I actually don't know what teachers do during the summer. I always thought you lived in a teacher's lounge.
Okay, so Maggie is hilarious, and she just got married last April. So she's now Maggie Murray Maurer. Alliteration. So something that's really cool is you're getting a new routine of married life. So what does that look like?
Yeah, so married life turns out to be really different than single life. So before I was married, I used to, after work, I would go pray, and there would be an intentional time for prayer then. Now, I want to go home and see my husband. And so I had to change my routine, and now I wake up earlier in the morning, and I carve out time in the morning to pray before work. So actually, when I go home, I can intentionally spend time with my husband. David, how do you feel about routines?
I love routine mostly because we have all the power when it comes to it.
Huh?
Routines are kind of hard to build, and it's challenging, but it's a really simple idea in that ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to whether or not I'm going to make another choice today that's consistent with the choice I made a long time ago to start doing something differently. So I'm trying to say a rosary for my family every day. And a few nights ago, I was laying down to go to bed, and my roommate reminded me and asked me, "Hey David, have you prayed your rosary yet today?"
That's a good roommate.
It's a good roommate. I didn't think that at the moment, but it's a good roommate. So I got up and I walked to the other room and I walked around in circles as I prayed a rosary so I wouldn't fall asleep. Because ultimately, our routine is only as good as we're gonna live up to that commitment on our hardest days. So if we're gonna take days off, then it didn't really matter in the first place when we said we were gonna do something.
Yeah.
Katie, how do you feel about routine?
How I feel about routine is if you don't plan your routine, then your routine's going to plan you. So what that looks like is you have to drive to work every morning. And so when we drive to work, we have the choice to just say, radio, define what I listen to right now. And you're just going to intake whatever junk the radio is spitting at you. Or maybe it's they're spitting out news that's probably really good, but maybe that's not something you need to receive in the morning because that might make your heart anxious. So what I do is I choose, I'm going to listen to a podcast because then I know what's coming into my heart and coming into my mind is actually going to give me peace and center me on Jesus so that I'm walking into my workday centered on Jesus rather than anxiousness about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and so she can also do that by having intentional silence or even praying a rosary.
Yeah.
I want to challenge you guys this week to think of one way that you can invite Jesus to bring joy into your routine.
So this week I'm going to intentionally, whenever I fold laundry, something that is a part of my routine, I'm actually going to make that into a prayer. So every time I fold a towel or something, I'm going to pray Jesus, please fold my family members who do not know you into your love.
Yeah, so we can pretty much make any part of our routine into a prayer and make any part of our routine centered on the joy of Jesus, because Jesus actually doesn't want us to be bored with routine. He wants to give us excitement and creativity within our routine. So we're super excited to hear how you respond to our challenge and the different ways that you're able to live the gospel of joy through your simple routines. So we'll see you again next week.